Ooh. Good morning, beloved. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? What's happening? What's going on in your world? It is wonderful to have you. Wonderful to be connected. Wonderful to say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you are well. Okay. It is. Good morning, Letitia. Morning, morning, morning. It is 1 week past 7 days. I've been 60 for 7 days. 60 for 7 whole days. So, what's going on for you? Trying to get this necklace on. It's kind of long, so it's not sitting up here where I want it to sit. Anyway, here we go. Good morning, Sherry Naylor. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you, dear. Good to see you. Okay, so we're still talking about the notion of, and the beat must go on. And the beat must go on. It must go on. It feels like a whirlwind. It feels like it feels amazing, absolutely amazing and life-giving and almost indescribable, but it also feels like a whirlwind, right? Coming up to it was a whirlwind, and it still seems like this has been a very active week, a very active week. So I haven't come in for a landing, if you will. Haven't come in for a landing, but I'm so totally grateful. So totally grateful. So I think I'm still like catching my breath. I think that's it. That I am still catching my breath. And so because life is life. Life keeps doing what it does. Good morning, Erica. Hey, honey bun. Good morning. Brian, good morning, Brian. So good to see you, sister. So good to see you. So yeah, so still catching my breath, but it is absolutely amazing. So, um, and the beat must go on, right? So even this, right? Even with me catching my breath and all of that, the beat must go on. Even though it was my birthday. Now, I am really, really good at compartmentalizing, right? So when it was my birthday, everything else just had to cease, right? I tried to take care of everything that absolutely had to be done prior to, and anything that couldn't be done or didn't get done, it just had to be non-existent for me on my birthday, because that's the way I believe in celebrating it. Like, I don't believe in it being my birthday and I'm tending to, if it's an emergency, that's what it is. It's an emergency. Then I gotta deal with it, or see to it that it's dealt with. But it is absolutely my preference to be fully present for those important events. And so I was, right? But that also means that on the other side, there will be things waiting. And so it has been that kind of week. But also, it's all good. It's all good. Just kind of sharing some of my process here, just sharing my process. So, um, with you, I'm inviting you to think about this notion of, and the beat must go on, right? This notion of, where are we? Oh boy. This notion of morning to you, much love to you. Thanks, cousin. Same to you. This notion of and the beat must go on. And if not you, then who? If not you, then who? There are times in life when we just simply want to throw in the towel. We want to say, forget it. I tried it. I tried. I showed up. I did my part. When we want to. But beloved, the beat must go on. Right? The beat must go on. It's just so important to take the time to celebrate self, putting those things aside, knowing they will be there when you return. Absolutely, Letitia. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so striking that balance of knowing when to put the things aside and when to just say, nope, not now, not here, because some things only happen one time. I am huge for those things that happen one time in choosing those over the things that are annual, right? I am a huge proponent for that. If there's something that is only going to happen one time, I intend to show up for that. If there's any way possible, I want to make sure that I'm available for that. And in life, I've had some competing moments where I've had to choose between the one-time event and the annual, repeated event. And for me, it's a no-brainer. Like it doesn't mean that I haven't felt it, felt uh, the pull to be at both, but my decision is pretty clear. It's a direct line. So yeah, absolutely. So, if not you, then who? Right? If not you, then who? You all know I live by the belief. One of mine is that there is not another one of you in the universe. It's not another one of you, not another one of us. Since there is not another one of us in the entire universe, then we have the responsibility of showing up fully. And so if you decide, something happens, some hiccup occurs, and the beat, right? And the thing that you planned did not get to happen. And you feel like, well, forget it then, because it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. It didn't happen when I wanted it to happen. It just simply didn't happen. And if you decide, okay, then you're going to let it go. My question to you is, if not you, then who? If not you, if that's your baby to be birthed and you decide it's not going to be born, then something that could bless the earth, the universe, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but it just doesn't happen. So, the television show. Tomorrow it's happening. And we will be live tomorrow. We will have the show. And I don't know of another show entitled For the Love of It. I don't know of another show intended to add love into the universe. I don't know of another show designed in the way that I have been inspired by Papa to design this show. So if not me, then who? Right? And no one will ever be able to do it the way that I do it. No one will ever, because no one is me. But that is the same for you, beloved. That's the same for all of us. No one will ever be able to do it the way that we do it. So we have the opportunity to add to the universe something that couldn't be added if we don't add it. Some things only happen one time. Show up for that in your life and the lives of those you love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Letitia. Auntie, and that's how it should be. We truly have to learn how to celebrate us. You prepare us to grow. Your teaching is life-changing. I spread the love wherever I go. You help me help make people better, right? To help make people better. Amen. Thanks, Brian. Thanks. So when we think about that idea that the beat must go on, the beat must go on. Beloved, I am inviting you to that. I am inviting you to that, to know that the beat must go on, to know that that within us, it has to go on. It has to. Like our breath is like the breath that we get to breathe. It's an investment. It's an investment in us. It is a, how do I want to say, it is an advance on us showing up. Our breath is an advance on whatever it is that we are to do. Does that make sense? Can you understand that? Do you know how when a book publishing company provides the author with an advance on what they expect the author to produce in the form of a book? Do you know that? Well, our breath is an advance on what it is that we are to do in the earth, what it is that we are to bring forth, whether we are creating conditions or content. It doesn't matter what it is, because for all of us, it's something unique. But it's an advance. Our breath is an advance, right? So we get it in advance with the expectation that we will show up with the goods. So conditions or content or anything in between, it doesn't matter. But there's an expectation that we will show up with the goods. So, good morning, beloved. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to remind us that tomorrow, for the love of it, tomorrow, for the love of it, will be airing. The TV show, For the Love of It, will be airing tomorrow. So tomorrow is March 18th from 11:30 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. Typing just in case y'all don't know. So let's see. I'm gonna do it as a ticker tape. Here we go. Oh, something didn't go right. Show it. So TV show For the Love of It airs tomorrow, March 18th from 11:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time. The TV show, right? For the Love of It, it airs tomorrow. So the beat must go on. The beat must go on. It didn't happen the way I planned it. But you know what? Life is so much bigger than the way I planned something. Because Papa always knows. Papa always knows. Always. Brina and I are so excited about tomorrow's launch. Oh, thanks, Brian. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Yes, yes. Ooh, let's see what you said, Letitia. I get excited. Letitia is the GOAT. She's the GOAT with words. What'd you say, Letitia? And the beat goes on. The whispers and the beat goes on, just like My Love Everlasting, and the beat goes on, still moving strong, on and on. Do you ever wonder that to win, somebody's got to lose? I might as well get over the blues. Just like fishing in the ocean, there'll always be someone new. You did me wrong because I've been through stormy weather. And the beat goes on, just like My Love Everlasting, and the beat goes on. You better believe it's still moving strong. The beat goes on, the beat goes on, the beat goes on. Okay, yes. Still moving strong, and don't stop. for nobody. Thank you, Letitia. And the beat goes on. So that's really, that song is the song by by the Whispers. Yep. Um, yep, I got the beat in my head. I know what it is. I don't know how to fit all the words in it, but I remember. And the beat goes on. Beat goes on. Yep. Doom, doom, something like that. Erica, Letitia, I love it. Yes. Our scribe is always on point and quick. Love you some, love some Letitia. Right. Right. um, so yeah, tomorrow it airs 7 days later. So how you show up matters. How you show up, it does. It really does matter, right? How you show up. So tomorrow, For the Love of It airs for the first time. It airs, and we will be live on air having our first television show. And so the beat will go on. Like, the beat never stopped. The beat never stopped. It must go on. Life keeps going. The clock keeps ticking, and we must continue to show up. Life keeps going. The clock keeps ticking, and we must, beloved, continue to show up so that, what? You fill in the blanks. I must show up because I must show up for. I've got to, whatever. I desire to. I must. I was listening to someone talk yesterday, and 7 days later, how apropos with 7. I know, right? Right, Latif? Right. That's so cool, right? Completion. 7 is the number of completion, right? And the fact that it happened that the way it happened, it actually gave us our topic for the week. See, all these things, right? If we will yield to Papa, if we will yield and not fight and not resist, if we will go with the flow, then we'll be able to hear and experience and see and receive what it is that Papa has for us, right? Yes, I'm so excited about your TV show. I'm dancing again, celebrating. Time, come on, celebrate Jesus. Good time, come on. Right? I know, right? And so tomorrow, TV show tomorrow, For the Love of It, airs March 18th from 11:30 a.m. to noon. The early bird gets the worm. Yes, it does. Hey, Frank. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. It does get the worm. So the beat goes on. The beat goes on. And I'm really always, whenever I'm talking, I am inviting us. Thank you for the love, y'all. Thank you for the love. I am inviting us to look at ourselves and assess where are we with whatever topic it is that Papa has invited us to engage. I am always inviting us to come back and self-reflect because God, Papa is absolutely amazing. I've heard it said that we plan and God laughs, but when we allow him to plan, the phenomenal happens. Indeed, right? Indeed, because we can't ever. So there's an old song, hymn that says, the more we give, the more he gives to you. He keeps on giving no matter what you do. You something can't be God's giving no matter how we try, right? No matter how we try, we can't outbeat, outdo, outcreate, outthink, outrun, whatever God. We can't. So we might as well join. What I believe that we do when we're intentional is we're in a co-creative dance with Papa, right? We are in a co-creative dance. There's some things that Papa can do only through us, uniquely through us, that he desires to do through us, because we're created with a unique combination of things, right? ways of being, idiosyncrasies, and ideas, and and so when we position ourselves to receive from Papa and then bring it forth, that's unique. That can only come from this co-creative dance between you and Papa, between me and Papa, right? You get it. So it is absolutely amazing. We allow him his plan. It's phenomenal. The phenomenal happens. So I'm in beyond super duper excited at what happens when at what happens when we align, when we make ourselves available for alignment. So we want to remember that tomorrow. Oh, and I heard someone say the thing that so here's the show, the information for tomorrow. But I heard someone say is that when we live from the place of I must be all that I can be, then like unbelievable things happen. We get into this flow, right? That just says, I must. Like I must go through this door. I must try. I must see. I must be who I can be. I must. What if that's your life's mantra? What if that is your approach to life? I must see who I can be. I must. Like it is not an option to just show up and haphazardly. No, I must see what's possible for me. I must go through this door and then through this door and then through this door and then through this door. I absolutely must. So that's where I am, seeing who I can be, what I can be, how I can be, what's possible for me, right? What is possible for me? I must see. So I'm inviting you to the same. Join us tomorrow. Oh, is it March 18th or March 17th? I got dates wrong. It's Friday. What's Friday? Oh, it's the 17th, y'all. It's not the 18th. The ticker tape is wrong. It's the 17th tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 17th. So let me get the ticker tape. Ticker tape is wrong. The 17th, the shows will always air on Fridays. Right? So it's tomorrow, March 17th. All right? Today's the 16th. So, beloved, I think it's our time. It is. So that's what we're doing. Make sure you join. Make sure that you join for the love of the More Love Please movement, where it helps to spread love, period. And we're going to do it in lots of different ways. We're already doing it. We have so many people who've already joined, who have already committed to be a part of the movement and to add love, to spread love, to show love in the universe, and to our fellow mankind, to animals, to plant life, like treat your grass well, okay? Treat the trees well, the air well, because if we don't, we won't be able to breathe well, y'all, because it becomes a no-brainer. If we don't treat our water well, what are we going to drink? And it's not just what we're going to drink. What are the animals going to drink? And then how we're going to eat. All of those things work hand in hand and in tandem. And so $13 a month helps us to check ourselves. How are we showing up? How are we loving well? How are we showing up in the universe so that we can make sure that it's a cycle, like we're all a part of the same cycle. And as humans, we've got to step back and make sure we look at what we're doing, how we are showing up, and what is it that we're contributing. Even if we're just talking about what are we contributing to the atmosphere, like what kind of atmosphere do you contribute when you walk into a room, when you walk into a situation, when you enter into a vehicle, what kind of atmosphere do you bring? So you've got to be, for the love of it, it calls us to those kinds of things. It calls us there. So thank you for joining. Thank you for sponsoring. Thank you for being who and how you are. I'm grateful and I appreciate you. Happy Thursday, Keisha Yerby. Happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So thank you, and I appreciate you. So be sure to join the movement. You could do both and, right? Join for $13 a month. First of all, just love you. Number one is loving you more, and that's going to do more than anything any monetary amount could ever do. But also $13 a month and or $150 sponsor, right? Sponsorship. So I appreciate you and I love you. And let's move some of these here banners. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. So I just want to remind us, make sure you get your book. Make sure you get your book. We are #1 bestseller. And my feedback is that it's a good read. It's a good read to me. Like, it's a great read to me. It's my life story. And so, right? Anyway, beloved, at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I do not have the right to not be amazing. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:40 a.m. And then for those of you who can join us live, join us at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on WHPR TV Detroit. Yes, I will see you there. Bye-bye for now.